You are going to enter the understanding of front-end analysis or problem analysis. And so in your front-end analysis, you are going to do two things. First, you're going to learn and do some book knowledge and get some knowledge about front-end analysis. That includes a problem analysis. And then you're going to actually do a project and begin your project. So first, you should have your book. Your book may vary depending on what you are using this project for, ESU credit or CIU credit. And depending on what book you're using will determine what questions you answer. So here's the introduction that you can read a little bit about that. And then you want to download the book or the learning guide worksheet. So here we go right here. And this is what your learning guide is. And you're going to read this. And if you notice here, it says Introduction to Instructional Design, Chapter 1. And over here, if you're using the Dick and Carey book, Instructional Systematic Design, it's there. If you're using Instructional Design for Teachers, written by Ali Karchelman, then that would be this book and these pages. So the pages are there as guides. You don't have to find the exact answer on that page. It's there so that you're not looking through everything trying to find it. So you're going to answer these questions. The second part would be in Chapter 2 or parts of Chapter 2, depending on your book, where you identify the goals and the front-end analysis. And again, answer these questions and really think about them. Don't just answer them, because you're going to be applying this information very soon. And so you want to get an understanding at the application of this information, not just the knowledge of being able to regurgitate the information. So think about it. Okay, so after you do the book information, you're going to submit that to a Dropbox. So you get credit for it, but possibly not right away. First, you're going to learn about the SME. And what is a SME? A SME is a subject matter expert. And really, we want to encourage you to get outside of your comfort zone and interview somebody you never did. And somebody that you don't take for granted. If you're doing a project where you're teaching your kids about botany, for Pete's sake, interview a botanist. If you're teaching kids about grammar and writing, I hope at some point you interview an absolute writer that writes for a living, so you have some idea about their job and what they do. Or if you are a writer yourself and you're teaching about writing, maybe you want to interview somebody who has been around for a long time and really understands children and their motivation. So this little thing is to help you about subject matter experts and just understand the importance of them and how to think about them. Subject matter experts are used a whole lot in corporations, but we often forget about using them in K-12 ed. So in corporate training we use them, but use them in K-12 too, so that you can get a new perspective on your field. So now you're going to put in the Dropbox your worksheet, okay, or your learning guide worksheet, put it in there, and then you can move on to the next part. And that is your front-end analysis planning. Now is the idea that where you're going to begin thinking about, all right, I'm going to do a front-end analysis and problem analysis on my project. What do I do? Well, you can do it on almost anything, but we're going to begin thinking through it together. So here's a little PowerPoint to go over what problem analysis and front-end analysis is, and you can watch that, and there's the movie about the PowerPoint. And then we're going to complete an activity together using Google Drive, and we're each going to take a separate piece of this, and we're going to then break up into groups, do a little bit of research, and come back and share what we found with the whole group. The next activity, you are going to actually do your personal front-end analysis, okay? So we're going to put it in here, and you're going to learn about it right in here. So there'll be a little video for you to watch to look at that, and of course watch and look at the different samples that students have done in the past. Good luck in moving through the front-end analysis, problem analysis stage of your project. This is so important, and we often forget how important looking at the front is and making sure that we are getting to what we want to, so we're not just dancing around the important issues. Thanks so much, and look forward to your work.